Hey, welcome back. Now that you've had some practice identifying the usual suspects of mediocre thesis statements, hopefully you understand a little better what you shouldn't do. But you might need a suggestion or two for what you should do. Let's analyze some effective thesis statements to see if we can find a pattern. In the last video, we revised a few weak thesis statements and improved them. Let's review those examples and make some observations. Although many see exercise as important only for those who want to lose weight, regular exercise is a vital part of healthy living for anyone hoping to prevent chronic diseases like heart disease, arthritis, diabetes, and even cancer. Because kids with peanut allergies can have a life-threatening allergic reaction at any time, public schools should be required to stock EpiPens and have several staff members trained to use them. Genetically modified foods should be allowed only if their creators can prove that GMOs can provide at least as much nutritional value as non-modified foods without any serious threat to people's health. All right, what did you notice? First, you probably noticed that they're all a bit long. That's true. I wouldn't say that's a hard rule. I've seen some great thesis statements that were simple one-clause sentences, but I'll be honest. The short but good ones are rare and tough to pull off. And I can't exactly tell you that your go-to strategy should be to sit there and wait for inspiration to come and give you the perfect simple sentence. Come on! So let's make a more specific observation. Yes, these sentences are all long. They're also all complex sentences. And I don't mean complex as a synonym for complicated. I mean the grammatically specific term complex sentence, meaning a sentence that has one independent clause and one subordinate clause. That could be a revision strategy you might actually be able to use. Subordination. All right, let's go to work. Wait, what? You want me to actually explain what that means? I guess that's probably not a bad idea. That means we need a quick sentence structure review. This is going to be really quick, so buckle up. The core parts of a sentence are the subject and the predicate. The subject is who or what the sentence is about, and the predicate is the part of the sentence that contains the verb. It tells us what the subject does or is. When you have a subject and a predicate that can stand alone as a complete sentence, you have an independent clause. The independent clause is the core of all grammatical structure, and every other part of a sentence centers on and builds around the independent clause. There are words like conjunctions, like and or and but, that can connect two independent clauses together. In that construction, the two independent clauses are equally important. But we also have another set of conjunctions called subordinating conjunctions. These include words like because and if and although. When you use one of these conjunctions to connect two clauses, it makes one clause the dominant independent clause, and the other clause becomes the subordinate clause. All right, speed review over. Thanks for keeping up. So, how can we use this concept of subordination as a strategy to improve our thesis statements? In the last video, we looked at some of the usual suspects of weak thesis statements, and they all had some things in common. When you have a weak thesis statement, chances are it's suffering from one or more of the following problems. You haven't made an actual claim. You've made a claim, but it's too broad or simplistic. You've made a claim, but your reader has no reason to care. The solution to the first two problems is simple. You need to make a claim. The solution to the third problem is that you have to create a thesis that makes your reader care. And there are a couple of ways to do that. People will care about your thesis if it's debatable or controversial. Something is controversial when it brings up prolonged public dispute, debate, or contention. People will also care about your thesis if it's insightful. If you're being insightful, it means you're being perceptive. You're noticing a truth that others have failed to notice. So to improve our thesis statements, we need to make a claim that's specific and focused, and we need to show how it's either controversial or insightful. This is where subordinate clauses can help. A subordinating conjunction like because helps you answer the question why. It will make your claim more focused by giving a specific reason or by showing direct cause and effect. Say you've got a random trivia thesis where you state a fact but don't really make a claim. Kids with peanut allergies can have a life-threatening allergic reaction at any time. That fact could be a good start for a thesis statement. So what you could do is add a because in front of that fact and then make a specific claim based on that fact. Because kids with peanut allergies can have a life-threatening allergic reaction at any time, public schools should be required to stock EpiPens and have several staff members trained to use them. A subordinating conjunction like although can help you answer the question who cares by showing that your claim is either controversial or insightful. Say you've got a thesis statement like this. Regular exercise is a vital part of healthy living for anyone hoping to prevent chronic diseases like heart disease, arthritis, diabetes, and even cancer. That's actually a great claim, but some people might respond with a, yeah, so? They might not see what makes this claim interesting. The insightful thing here is that a lot of people only see exercise as a weight loss strategy and overlook these health benefits. So use an although to point that out, and your thesis statement suddenly sounds more insightful. Although many see exercise as important only for those who want to lose weight, regular exercise is a vital part of healthy living for anyone hoping to prevent chronic diseases like heart disease, arthritis, diabetes, and even cancer. A subordinating conjunction like if can allow you to qualify or put conditions on your claim, which answers questions like when, or how much, or how often. Say you've got a thesis statement like this. Genetically modified foods should be allowed. This is a good claim, it's just very broad. So add an if clause to put some conditions on it. Genetically modified foods should be allowed only if their creators can prove that GMOs can provide at least as much nutritional value as non-modified foods without any serious threat to people's health. To review, subordinate clauses are one possible way to improve your thesis statements in one of the following ways. Specify your claim with a clear reason or cause. Point out what makes your claim insightful or controversial. Qualify your claim or put conditions on it to keep it from being overly broad. We need some practice. Let's go to work.